If you thought things were already bad for beleaguered Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz, they are getting a hell of a lot worse. And the pressure is truly building on the Republican Party to do something about his continued presence in the House of Representatives. Here's the story. Joel Greenberg, who's a major player in this investigation that looks at whether Matt Gaetz committed all sorts of different crimes, including possibly trafficking underage girls. Joel Greenberg wrote in a letter that has been obtained by the Daily Beast that he and Matt Gaetz paid for sex with multiple women, including a minor girl, 17 years of age at the time in question. The letter was drafted after Greenberg asked Roger Stone, a close ally of Trump, remember, for help obtaining a pardon. Greenberg wanted Stone to help him get a pardon from Donald Trump at the very end of Donald Trump's term. Greenberg wrote in the letter, quote, "On more than one occasion, this individual was involved in sexual activity with several of the other girls, the congressman from Florida's 1st Congressional District, and myself. From time to time, gas money or gifts, rent or partial tuition payments were made to several of these girls, including the individual who was not yet 18 years old. I did see the acts occur firsthand." This is a firsthand witness. "And Venmo transactions, Cash App, or other payments were made to these girls on behalf of the congressman." This is a bombshell, blockbuster, alleged firsthand claim. Now, understand that for some time now, we've suspected that this specific allegation was going to come out. Why? Well, when we learned that this Joel Greenberg decided to cooperate with investigators, Greenberg's lawyer, Fritz Scheller, held a hilarious press briefing right outside a courthouse and was asked straight up, did your client, Joel Greenberg, introduce Matt Gaetz to underage girls? Check out the then hilarious but ominous response from Greenberg's lawyer, Fritz Scheller.
Did your client introduce Matt Gaetz to any underage girls for sexual relations?
All right. So I'm just going to let you sit down there, and so I can look over your head and ignore that question. I apologize. I just can't answer that question. I wasn't okay. That was a little devious. You hiding down there below, and then you zing that at me, you know. So
okay, so anybody who sees that is immediately thinking that really sounds like something we should be looking into. That's the furthest thing from a no that I could imagine. And indeed, now this letter obtained by the Daily Beast, written by Joel Greenberg, allegedly says exactly that. Matt Gaetz and I paid women for sex. One of those women I know was a child, was an underage girl, 17 years old. Now, for me, this is not really about prostitution. There's an important and prescient conversation to have about sex work and whether there should be legalization, decriminalization, regulation of sex work for the safety of the service providers. This is a big topic. It's a bigger topic than this particular story. This story is about the constant self-incrimination of Matt Gaetz, possibly statutory rape and or trafficking of a minor, if indeed one of the girls he met, he paid to have travel across state lines. And of course, the incredible double standard between Matt Gaetz's membership in the supposed party of family values, the Republican Party, and this behavior in conjunction with many Republicans continuing to defend him. Now, that being said, the number of Republicans coming to Matt Gaetz's defense, that number is shrinking in number almost daily. Now, much of this is being denied for now. A spokesperson for Matt Gaetz said to CNN, Congressman Gaetz has never paid for sex, nor has he had sex with a 17-year-old as an adult. We'll see. One of the even crazier parts is Roger Stone's involvement. It's almost like a detail, but it's actually crazy. In a series of messages that were exchanged over the encrypted messaging app Signal that the Daily Beast obtained, Greenberg wrote to Stone, if I get you $250,000 in Bitcoin, would that help? Or is this not a financial matter? And Roger Stone replied, I understand all of this and have taken it into consideration. I will know more in the next 24 hours. I cannot push too hard because of the nonsense surrounding pardons. And then Stone later wrote to Greenberg, I hope you are prepared to wire me $250,000 because I am feeling confident, presumably in being able to get Greenberg a pardon. The pardon did not happen. So this story does not appear to be going away anytime soon. It seems to be getting worse and worse for Matt Gaetz. I think Gaetz has benefited hugely. In a sense, Gaetz has benefited from Joe Biden getting so many things done that the right-wing media attention and media attention in general has been on a lot of right-wingers trying to find any way to attack Joe Biden, and it's pulled attention away from Matt Gaetz. I expect attention to get back to Matt Gaetz maybe this week, maybe next week, and I don't expect things to go particularly well for him. We'll have more coverage of this on our Instagram page. Follow the David Pakman Show on Instagram at David Pakman Show. Follow me on Instagram at david.pakman. We have much more coming up today. One of our sponsors is Vincero Watches, giving you 15% off. A high-quality wristwatch is the perfect way to elevate your style. Own at least one watch that makes you feel great when you put it on. You can often see me wearing my Vincero watch on the show. Mine is the gunmetal vessel model. I'm a big fan of the metallic look of the face of the watch. I like the silicone strap. You won't find a better made watch for this good a price anywhere else. When you put it on, you know you got more than you paid for. Vincero believes in crafting super quality watches from high-end materials, but selling them at fair prices, which is why they have over 26,000 five-star reviews, and they stand behind every watch they make with a 1-year return policy and 5-year warranty. They'll give you 15% off everything in their store and free shipping at davidpakman.com/watch. Use the coupon code PAKMAN